YouTube, Rook here from Rook Geek. Goodness, my little channel on the interweb for all things geeky and cool. And this is going to be part 2 of my 3-part series for the Mixels line by Lego. Again, we're looking at Glurt in this one, which is the second of the 3 figures in this particular wave of Series 3, the all-green set, as you can see here. He's more of like a dinosaur-looking type of character from what it looks like. I haven't cracked him open yet, so I'm going to build him and then go into the breakdown segment with him completed. So we'll take a look at this guy here. The part 1, which we completed that video for, was the Glurt figure, which is this one right here. This was the guy who was very, very tall and lanky, which I really like this figure here. How will it stack up to more of the dinosaur guy? Well, we have to go into a breakdown and find out. Again, for people who are not aware, the Mixels show came out from 2014, ran until 2016. It was on Cartoon Network, and it was more of an animated show. So let's head into the breakdown. With this guy opened up, we'll look at the packaging, look at the figure, and come back with final thoughts for you, the viewer. Should you buy this Mixel guy, Glurt? Stay tuned, guys. Going to breakdown. Okay, guys, we're in a breakdown segment looking at my second part of my 3-part series for the Mixels Series 3 Glurt figure, the all-green wave. This is what the packaging would look like. Very, very simple pouch. It's 64 pieces, and it took me approximately 11 minutes to build the figure. If you guys wanted to see what the Glurt figure looks like, this is the one we built in part 1 here. Now, this was a pretty easy build to do altogether, but there are some problems with this build, which I'll talk about shortly. On the back here, you see all the figures are available in the green wave. Here, I'll kind of put it down a little bit so you can see. And all the figures that were available in the particular wave itself to build the Max Core guy over here. If you look over here, this is the Glurt figure, that's the one we're looking at currently. Now, packaging aside, if we look at the book's very similar to my first series review on the Glurt figure. Glurt is very, very similar in build. I think he even has the same amount of steps. I believe he had 16 steps. If we look to the back here, he has, 17 steps on this one. This one took about a minute longer to build, which is right here. And there's a reason why it took a little longer. So we actually bring him in, when you actually build this guy, you make this little guy right here. I thought he was a dinosaur originally, but he's actually more like a dog. That's what he appears to be. There's a little bit going on with this figure, which is pretty cool. He does have green and yellow and black parts, very similar to the Glurt figure we talked about in the first video. He has translucent snakes again, very similar to the Glurt one, which we did mention. They're on the sides here. They're actually the same pieces if you wanted to see these parts right here. I do like the weird cartoony colored eyes he has in the front. I do like that effect. He looks pretty cool. The tail does articulate up and down, as you can see. And the real big gimmick is the mouth does open and close. Now, that's also the cool part of him and probably the weakest part. I had to put this figure together several times because I thought I built him wrong a couple times. He looks off to me because the way his bite looks, it looks like it's too far, like his front of his jaw is way past the bottom of his jaw. But in fact, that's actually how you have to build it. If you look at the actual build booklet itself, when you complete the actual figure, that's how he looks. So basically, this is how he looks here, is exactly what I built here. Same exact effect. So I don't know why he seems off to me. It took me a little longer because I had to rip it apart a few times. What's really cool, he comes with this little guy here. I don't know what the deal with this little helper person is. He's made out of just individual parts. He's not even a minifigure per se. You just basically put these extra parts together and he has this weird face attached to his front. He looks like he's going nuts or crazy. So I do like this little figure. I think it gives a lot of personality. But all in all, I don't think he's as cool as Glurt. I think the Glurt figure is way better than the Glurt figure. So if you had to actually pick one or the other, go for the Glurt figure over the Glurt, unless you're building a Max Core. Again, the Max Core is this big guy right here, which you basically take all 3 of these figures over here and combine them like a Transformer combiner to make this guy. And we're going to put him together in the 3rd and final episode of this 3-part series. So that being said, let's go to final thoughts and wrap up this video. Okay, guys, final thoughts on my second part of my 3-part series for the Mixels figures. In this case, we're looking at Glurt. I thought he was a pretty interesting figure. I don't think he's good as the Glurt figure, which is the one I did in my first video of this 3-part series. I don't think this one stacks up as well as that one. That one had a lot more going, more articulation, more things you could do with the figure. It seemed like it had much more personality than this guy. Now, what I mistakenly thought of him as being a dinosaur, he's more like a dog than he is a dinosaur. That's what I thought he was when I looked at the bag originally. He does have a lot of stuff going on. He does have articulation in the tail, which we talked about, and the mouth goes up and down. The biggest problem I was running into is that I thought I built him wrong a few times because it looks like his overbite is way too far in front. I ripped this thing apart a few times to see if I built it wrong, but in fact I built it correctly. Also, it leads to him being very, very top heavy. It has a tendency to fall over like this, as you just see here. I think that's a big problem in my opinion. I don't know why he keeps doing that. I do like a lot of points of the figure, but as a whole, I think he's definitely a miss. I do like his little buddy he came with, this little figure that you put together with other parts, and the big weird looking face on it is right here on his face here. There's a big old white piece that you attach to the front. I think it's really cool looking that he comes with a little helper guy. I don't know the significance of the little helper guy. Maybe you can let me know in the comment section what this guy is all about. I have no clue. But if you wanted to get them as a collective series, I'd definitely say it's a buy if you wanted to get him as a collective unit to build the Max Glomp core. I would think you have to get him if you want all three pieces. If you said, do I want to get Glomp over Glurt, I would say get Glomp way over Glurt. This guy, in my opinion, is a pass if you wanted to buy him individually. With that being said, guys, I hope you liked this video. Remember to click the big subscribe button you see at the bottom of the page here. We're still chasing my 1,000 subscriber giveaway, again, which is going to be for the Black Series Luke Skywalker, Anakin Skywalker lightsaber. You can click the sides over here to watch more of my videos, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, and bye-bye.